Okay, new type of story problem. I currently have $7,000 in my bank account. Each year, that amount will decrease by 20%. How much will my bank account be after 10 years? So you're going to go dollars in years, and the times the X, and the dollars is the Y. Now here's where the game changes. You're going to look for dollars per year. Now, there's no dollars per year. Doesn't exist. Instead, it's a percent. It's this percent here, decrease 20%. Okay? So you're going to cross out the dollars and you're going to put percent. Now that changes the game a little bit. Okay? It's an expo function. Okay? It puts your 20% in there. Okay? Now, a percent instead of a dollar amount per year means that's going to be an exponent function. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do with it. Here's how we solve story problems involving expo functions. You need to know what your factor is. Okay. And here's how you find that. You're always going to, if it's a percent, you take 100%. Now it said decrease by 20. So you're going to minus 20%. 80%. Now you're going to move the decimal, put a decimal at the end, and move it twice to the left. So 1, 2. So the factor is 0.80. Now we are going to make a table, but we're not going to be adding every time. Okay? X is years, Y is dollars. Okay? So you're going to go 0, 1, 2. Okay? Now, we start with $7,000. That's where the dollars start at. But on an expo function, exponent function, we multiply by 0.80. Okay? Instead of adding, you would find 80% of 7,000. So you're taking 7,000 times 0.80, 5,600. Now we times by 0.80 again. Just leave that on your calculator and just take 50s. Okay, now I'm at 4,480. Now, block that off and insert 10 years into your table, and we have to find how much money that is. Now, don't make a line. This is not a line. You're not going to make a graph at all. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to make a box down here, and here's how you set up an expo function. Okay. You're always going to write A times B caret X equals Y. Okay. Now A is all about the Y. So where does your Y start at? What's the first number in the Y table? 7,000. Then your B is whatever you're multiplying by every time. You're multiplying by 0.80. Okay. Then you make a caret, and you're also going to replace X with this 10 right there. And now you solve it. Okay. So I take 7,000 times 0.80 to the power of 10, caret 10. And that's my answer. I did that wrong. 7,000 times 0.80 caret 10. 7,000 times 0.80. Oh yeah, I guess it's right. It is right. Okay. $751. Okay. Just put 752. So 752 equals Y. Okay. That's your answer. You put 752 right there. Okay, next one. A golf club is currently worth $225. After each year, it decreases in value by 7.5%. How much will the club be worth in 4 years? So again, little box here, dollars and years. Years is X, dollars is Y. So per, dollars per year. Well, the dollars, it's not a constant dollars per year. Instead, what it is, it's that percent right there. Okay, so it's a percent per year, and it's 7.5%. Well, that changes the game. Now it's an expo function, and I have to find what my factor is, okay? To find your factor, you're going to take 100%, and again, it decreases, so you're going to minus 7.5%, okay? So I take 100 minus 7.5, 92.5. Then the decimal's here, but you still need to move it twice to the left. So 1, 2, okay? So 0.925 is my factor. You might want to put your factor right there, 0.925. So now you make a table, X, Y, years and dollars. So 0, 1, 2. So you start with $225, and now you multiply. On an expo function, you multiply by the factor, 0.925. So I take 225 times 0.925, and I get 208.125. You can put the decimal, just put the decimal on the table. And then times 0.925 again. Okay, 192. If you get really insanely long decimals, just cap them after the 2 decimals. So 192.51 or 52. Okay, just cap it. It doesn't really matter how you round. It's really not going to matter. Then I put 4 years right there, question mark. So now on an expo, I'm not going to make a line graph because it's not a line. Okay. So you write A times B to the X power equals Y. Okay, so we start at 225, that's my A value. Then my B value is my factor I'm multiplying by, which is 0.925 caret, and I'm going to substitute the 4 for the X equals Y. Okay. So 225 times 0.925 caret 4, and I get 164.72. If you want to go 165 and just cap it at a whole number, you can do that. Okay. Dollars. Okay. On the back side. An iPad is bought for $279. After each year of use, it decreases by 15%. How much will it be worth in 5 years? Okay, so you got dollars and years. So years is X, dollars is Y. So we make a function out of this. Per dollars per year. There is not a dollars per year, it's a percent per year, and that percent is 15. So when I get a percent, I know that's an expo function, okay? So if I have an expo, I need to find my factor. Now, go off the side, take 100%. You can do it here, it doesn't really matter. I would start doing it up to the side, okay? Now, decreases by 15%, okay? So minus 15%, okay? So 100 minus 15% is 85%, but then you need to put a decimal here and move it twice to the left. So 1, 2, okay? Put a 0 in front of it because we need a number in front of the decimal. So we put a 0 there. So 0.85 is my exponent factor, okay? So now on my table, I go X, Y. X is years, and Y is dollars. So we go 0, 1, 2. Okay, so we start at $279, and then we start multiplying by 0.85. Okay, that's your factor that you multiply by. So I take 279 times 0.85, that's going to be 237.15. And I times by 0.85 again, because every year you're multiplying by that. That's going to be 201, just put 0.58. Now 5 years, okay, question mark there. So now on an exponent function, we write a times b caret x equals y. So the a starts at 279, and then my b is my factor I'm multiplying by, 0.85 caret, and I'm going to insert 5 for the x, and then I'm solving for the y. So solving for the y has no operation, so I just go into my calculator. 279 times 0.85 caret 5, 123.79. If you want to go 124 on that, that's fine. Okay. Okay, I currently weigh 280 pounds. I want to decrease my weight 2% each week over the next 12 weeks. What will my weight be at the end of 12 weeks? Okay, so pounds and weeks. Okay, weeks is X, pounds is Y. And per pounds per week. Okay, so the pounds per week, there is no pounds per week. Instead, there's a percent per week. Now, 2%, and it's decreased by 2. Okay, so I put 2%. So that makes this an exponent function, expo. So we need to know what the factor is. So you take 100%, and again, you're decreasing by 2%, so it's minus 2. And that's 98%. You need to move the decimal twice to the left. Put the decimal at the end, move it once, now it's between the 9 and the 8. Move it twice, now it's in front of the 9. We'll have a 0 in front. So my exponent factor is 0.98. Okay, now I make my table, x, y. So pounds is y, weeks is x, and then I go 0, 1, 2. So my pounds start at 280, and then I start multiplying by the 0.98. Okay, 274.4 times 0.98 again. 268.91. So he's losing weight, as you can see. And then 12 weeks is what I'm figuring how much his weight will be at that point. Okay? So now I go to my function. A times b to the x power equals y. So my a is 280. The a is whatever the starting amount is. And the b is 0.98 to the power of 12. Okay, now I figure out what that is. So 280 times 0.98 to the power of 12, and that gives me 219 points. Just go to 220. So he's going to be about, not $220 though, it's pounds. Okay.